Hi guys, welcome back. So today we've got this C63 AMG in for a Wavetrac limited slip differential upgrade. Before we jump into it, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, also notification bell, then you won't miss if our new videos go live. So C63 AMG, this is the W204 model. So this is the naturally aspirated 6.2 litre V8 engine, which makes the most incredible noise ever. But one of the biggest drawbacks in this car, most of the cars that came from the factory are fitted with an open differential, and that severely limits the drivability and the performance potential of the car in its stock form, and especially once it's been mapped as well. So this particular customer wants to solve that massive issue with this otherwise fantastic car, and we're going to be installing a Wavetrac diff. So what we're going to do, get the car in the workshop, we'll remove the factory open differential, talk you through what the differences are between the open diff, the Wavetrac, and then there's a rumour going around that the customer's going to do a burnout as well. So hang around for that at the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed the disassembly of the C63 AMG, and we've now got the factory diff and the Wavetrac diff out here in front of us, and we're just going to talk you through some of the differences. So obviously visually they look quite different, obviously on the outside, but also on the inside as well. So you've got the factory C63 AMG differential here, and it's an open differential, whereas you've got the Wavetrac here, and this is like an automatic torque biasing or helical and pinion type differential, but obviously it has some design differences versus the other ones in the market. So we'll just chat about open diffs, why they're not particularly very good for sort of like performance cars. Because basically what happens, and you would have experienced this if you've got a C63, is when you sort of like apply a lot of throttle, one wheel will start to basically spin. And what happens is once one wheel starts to spin with an open differential, or once one wheel loses traction, all that power is sent to that wheel with the least amount of grip, and that's where you start to get sort of like one wheel pills when you're trying to do your burnouts, or you're trying to power out of a corner, and the inside wheel, all the drive gets sent to that, and you just sort of like don't really gain much momentum really, because obviously all the power is being sent to a wheel that's spinning that doesn't have any traction, so it's not going to give you any sort of like forward momentum. Obviously in sort of like conditions like the wet and things like these cars are kind of a bit of a death trap with the open diff, and that's where the Wavetrac differential comes in. So what this diff will do is it will automatically bias power to the wheel with the most amount of grip and nice and evenly across the axle. So whereas you'd usually get like one wheel pills if you want to do a burnout, you'll be able to do some nice thick 11s, and then when you're going through corners and you're trying to apply the throttle, what will happen is the power will get distributed to the wheel with the most amount of grip, which is usually majority to the outside wheel and then some to the inside as well, because the inside wheel is obviously unloaded, so it's not going to have as much grip. So you have much more drive out of the corners, give you much more sort of like confidence behind the wheel, and you can drive the car as well without the traction control, with more sort of like stability, and you can drive the car with traction control on, with less traction control intervention. And what happens is with other sort of like ATBs in the market, and where the Wavetrac is different, is when one wheel loses axle load, which is like when you're trying to do a burnout or powering out of corners and the inside wheel's unloaded, or even in extreme situations where it's lifted, like at the track, or we're going over crests, bumps, stuff like that. All other ATBs but the Wavetrac will do absolutely nothing, and they'll perform like an open diff. So what the Wavetrac has is it has a patented cam system in the center, and it can basically create its own internal load in situations whereby axle load is lost. So you get all the benefits of an automatic torque biasing differential without any of the drawbacks as well. So yeah, we're going to get this fitted to the car and try and get the customer to do a burnout. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, then please give us a thumbs up. If you'd like to watch other videos of ours that YouTube thinks you'll like, then click up here. If you'd like to watch some other videos that we have in the same playlist, then click here. And obviously, if you enjoyed the video, then we really appreciate if you gave us a subscription. And then obviously you'll be updated when other videos of ours go live, and you can do that quite easily by clicking here. Hope to see you soon.